If you're looking for something small, lightweight, but you still want to be able to take the family and maybe go somewhere a little off-road, this one right here is the one, folks. This is the 2022 Heartland Mallard Pathfinder 17QBH. So in normal Ian fashion, let's start off right here on the kitchen. A lot of things to really like about this one. First of all is going to be the countertop. And what you'll notice is it does have the upgraded countertop. It's a seamless countertop. Same thing they have in the full Mallard line. And basically what it does a couple things for you. Is it eliminates any T-mold, so that if you get any water on the countertop, it's not getting in the T-mold and rotting out your countertop, which is a huge plus. And because of that, it does allow the ability to undermount. Now, in this particular one, they did go with the overmount sink, but take a look at the depth of that sink. I absolutely love how deep this one is. I love the color as well. It's kind of like that gunmetal, and I just really, really enjoy it. You'll see the faucet is kind of over to the side, and they did that to really just maximize the amount of space here. This one isn't quite as wide as some of your larger RVs, which is again what is part of what helps with that weight, be able to help bring that weight down. So because of that, you can't have as deep of countertop. So by offsetting it, they still give you that really big, deep sink. And of course, you still have the ability to wash and everything else you need, the nice high-rise faucet. Next to that is your 2-burner cooktop that is recessed. Of course, you can just flip that up to use it nice and easy. I do like having the recess, though, because you do get this as prep space, which you definitely need it. Again, in a smaller travel trailer, your kitchen prep space will be at a premium. Big window right there, let in lots of natural light. Super, super simple on your window fixture here. It get a little bit more, I guess detailed in some of the other ones throughout the camper, but here in the kitchen, you can hear it's actually a metal, and I really like that because it's going to be so much easier to clean. So I think that's really cool to have there. Streamlined hood up top, you can see the light, right? Nice and, kind of a bright blue light, which I like that. Storage up top, and this is kind of cool because, again, they kind of slanted rather the cabinets inward at the bottom. And so it just gives you a little feeling of more space when you're in here. If the cabinets stick out completely all the way, it feels a little closed in, and you can really see it over here right above the dinette where they kind of angled it in. And I personally really like that just to help make it feel more open while still providing a ton of space. The cabinets are very easy to open. You have these modern pulls right here, very, again, kind of streamlined. You open that up, you can see all the good storage space right in there. And then as we take a look underneath, can't forget about underneath storage, of course. I'll open this up for you as well. So, not a ton here, but as you would expect, because you have the sink with a P-trap there, but, they built storage all the way around it. And then underneath the cooktop, again, great storage there too. So just storage all the way around underneath, which I love, and even more underneath the bed, which we'll see in a little bit. Microwave up top right there. You have your refrigerator does run off both propane and electric, has automatic switchover as well. Pretty standard stuff here. Nice thing about that is it is dual fuel. So if you have shore power, great. You can run it off shore power. If not, you can run it off propane. You'll still be good to go. Speaking of propane, that will power the furnace. If you like to do some cold weather camping, this one actually will do pretty darn good. You got the furnace right there. When we go outside, you'll see it has a fully enclosed, insulated, and heated underbelly, part of that climate guard system, so that way you can camp effectively in some colder weather. And then making our way to the back, one of the things I really love about this, now, it's going to be a give and take, right? So let me show you here. When I say that, as you can see, if I sit on the toilet, not necessarily a ton of space, right? I don't have a ton of leg room. You can see my feet are angled back a little bit if you have them planted on the floor. Now, as I always like to say, you can just kind of use it as a built-in squatty potty if you want. Put your legs up there. They say it's better. Don't know. But, but even though it is a little tight, I think it is a great trade-off because it's pretty uncommon and something that is only 21 and a half foot long with a bathroom like this to have a sink. And for me, I would much rather have a little less space on the toilet and be able to have a sink in the bathroom, so I don't have to wash my hands in my kitchen sink. I don't have to, brush my teeth in the kitchen sink. I really like having a dedicated bathroom sink, and this one right here does it, which is one more reason I really love this lightweight camper. You see, you have a shelf built in here as well, which I like. It has a spot for toothbrush. I probably wouldn't really use that much because I have an electric one, but I do like the fact it has a shelf so I can put things up over there. Electrical outlet underneath. Again, they have a side mounted faucet, which is really smart. Stainless steel bowl. It actually has a medicine cabinet up top. I like that for some additional storage, and you can see you have some storage right there, plus over on the side. This is open, so if you have toilet paper, black tank chemical, whatever else you need. And to top it all off, if I take a step in here, take a look at this, folks. Again, smaller RV, and at 6 foot tall, I can stand up in the shower. Without the skylight, I'm right there. I'm maxing it out, but I can still stand up in here. With that skylight, you can probably be like 6'1" and still be able to stand and shower, not have to duck down. And that is a pretty big deal when you're talking about a smaller, lightweight RV. So even though, as I said, it's a little cramped on the toilet, for me, it is 100% worth the trade-off. I love the way they designed that bathroom. Another thing I love is the bunks, and one of the big reasons why is underneath, and I'll show you in just a moment, but you have 2 bunks here, 275-pound weight capacity here on the top one. In order to get in, they do give you the grab handle right here, and then of course you would just step right there and hop up and in, rather than having like a built-in ladder, just because you don't really have space in something this size. But you definitely, this definitely will aid you in getting up there. There is a window up top, and then if we take a look underneath, this is why one of the reasons I love it so much, and let me turn this light on for you, but that's because you have the door right over to the side. That is excellent for loading. You have the space. I'll show you that when we go outside, but it really gives you a ton of space when loading up for traveling. I love, love, love when manufacturers put that in. As for eating space, you have a 2-person dinette. Probably one of the only drawbacks here, right, is it's going to be a little tough to fit the whole family here, but that's okay because, you can have a picnic table outside. But at least they do give you dinette space, and if you really want to snuggle up, you can fit 4 here. I love the fact they do give you a dinette. You'll also see your fuse box as well as breaker panel will be located right over here. And on the other side, you can see your electric outlet and USB ports. Again, as I pointed out earlier, some more storage right up top. Nice big window at that dinette too. And then up front is our bedroom. So you can see the window there, storage across the top. All the way over is the TV. So if you want to watch some TV, whether you're in bed or sitting at the dinette, you can do so. And then underneath the bed, take a look at this. You have even more storage. So storage galore just all over this bad boy. Main control panel will be located right here, as will a battery disconnect and a little bottle opener. And then as we come outside, the features don't stop. They did a lot of things really right on the outside of the Pathfinder. One of them is they expect you to be able to take this a little bit off-roading. So they gave you a 110-watt solar panel up top as well as an inverter. So that way you can basically just run solar and batteries and still be able to run 120 inside. So if you want to be able to plug in a cell phone or a blender or toaster, something like that, you can do that just off batteries and solar, which is awesome. You can see your solar controller here, and as I mentioned, the inverter over there, plus great storage space built in, which, you gotta love that too. You'll see you have slam latches, magnetic catch on here, and it's Azdel composite. Now, that's great for a couple reasons. One, it's not going to absorb moisture in the sidewall, so you'll eliminate that chance of having bubbles. If you've ever seen that on some laminated units, they have a bunch of bubbles. That's because water got in there and the Luan absorbs water, but the Azdel will not. Plus, you won't have any off-gassing, so if you're sensitive to smells, you'll be good in here. And it's lighter weight, which is what helps it get to about that 3,500-pound mark when it is dry. A couple things up front real quick here. You will notice the power tongue jack plus your dual 20-pound tanks. You have a little leash latch there, so if you want a place to tie up a dog, you have that just built right in. You can see the nice, smooth fiberglass front on there with the LED lights there. You gotta love it. Power awning with an LED light as well. Easy adjustable pitch. So you can literally, you just kind of pull down or push just like that, and you can see that will adjust the pitch. You can do that on both sides if you want, so that, as the sun starts to lower, you can have more shade, or just one side for a little bit of water runoff. Just bear in mind, you definitely don't want to have your awning open if it's raining really heavy, or of course in the middle of a storm because it will damage the awning. Make it right back a little bit further. You can see your grab handle here plus your steps. I do love the fact they lit up the steps because when I'm out camping, I come home a lot or come back to the camper a lot late after a campfire. Half the time I trip up the steps. Maybe it's because there's a light. Maybe it's because of what I was doing at the campfire. I'm not walking very well, but either way, I do like the fact the steps are lit up. This is a really cool feature too. You have this extra table, just clips right onto the wheel well. I love that they built that in. Such a cool feature. You know, we sell something like this, or kind of similar to this in the retail store where it goes around the tire of an RV, but this is already built in, comes straight from the manufacturer. I think this was a cool addition. Speaking of tires and wheel wells, take a look at that tire. Man, that wet tire shine makes it look nice. But not only that, this is a larger than normal tire. It has a very aggressive lug, so that if you do take it off-roading, you'll have that extra traction. Plus, it's a 15-inch tire, and more important than that, it's a 235/75. And what that 235 means is it is a wider tire. More often than not, your trailer RV tires are like a 205, you know, to sometimes a 225. That 235 is a really wide tire. So it really is built for off-roading, and I love that they put the more aggressive tires on there. If you want outside TV, that is going to be your hookup there. Another tie down right in the back. And if we come around to the very back, you'll notice a couple things. Black tank flush right back here, a full-size spare, as you know, you definitely need, so especially because of that lug difference. And if you take a look underneath, this one has an accessory receiver. So if you want to hook up bikes or something like that, you can just slide it right in there. You'll be good to go. Last thing I do want to show you folks is this door right over here on this side. This door opens up. This bunk does flip up. That way you have all this space for storage. That flips all the way up. Just gives you a ton of storage space. I'm telling you, if you're looking for something lightweight for the family, right here, the 2022 Mallard Pathfinder P17QBH is definitely one you're gonna love.